Ow! What the hell? That really hurts!
No, it doesn't.
Yeah!
What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering, and while two millionaires get even more rich arguing with each other, that is H3H3 and Keemstar, the rest of us plebs are taking all of the damage. That's right, now Keem and H3H3 have escalated things, as expected and predicted, to what can be best described as possibly the next sponsor apocalypse in this case. Now, Ethan from H3H3 absolutely 100% sponsor shamed and brought up G Fuel for a reason. G Fuel 100% parted ways with Keemstar. Whether or not he tells you it was his choice, that's not true. Trust me. Keemstar has also 100% sponsor shamed in the past. So Keem doesn't get to walk away from this as clean as he had hoped. He has a long history of bringing up specific sponsors like Elgato Gaming and others to shame YouTubers that he was reporting on or YouTubers that he didn't like. Now, I'm going to point out that the real sad part of all this is that literally everybody else is getting hurt. All the Joy-Con boys who are basically being forced to relive everything that happened a year ago. Smaller YouTubers will now have a much more difficult time being able to get a sponsor. That's the fact of the matter. Look, G Fuel will absolutely be thinking twice about whom they sponsor going forward. That's the nature of the business. This will affect existing partners that G Fuel has. This will affect new potential partners. Other sponsors in the open market are looking at what's happening here, making them think twice about partnering with particular YouTubers. We could talk about what Pokimane did to It's a Gundam, a YouTuber with 350,000 subscribers, sponsor shaming him and Ridgewallet. Now, Ridgewallet stood by him, but he lost another much larger sponsor due to the controversy. These three people, all self-made millionaires, lobbing sponsor smears at each other, while the rest of us on YouTube are just trying to get a crumb of that sponsorship cash. They are, in effect, allowing all three of their brittle eggshell egos to change the landscape at which all future YouTubers will be able to monetize. The world is very different for most YouTubers in the content commentary space. It's practically impossible to reach a new audience like we could have in 2010 or even 2016. So it's also practically impossible to monetize in the way that we used to. CPMs are as low as they've ever been, not even withstanding the current situation going on the planet right now. But sponsorships are the way that YouTubers monetize. My viewers have been very accepting of allowing me to run ads without giving me a ton of backlash and also supporting many of my sponsors. These sponsors that have stuck with me through thick and thin have told me behind the scenes that they are absolutely monitoring the situation and that it absolutely changes how they look at things. Now, H3H3 has been, I think by all measurements in this, the winner, okay? He won. Keemstar is bleeding subscribers, flailing around, yet he's the one, Ethan Klein is the one melting down. And this is what we get. As I predicted yesterday, I said this 17 hours ago. Listen, you idiot. This will forever affect every other YouTuber who tries to get a sponsorship from G Fuel, and to a wider extent, send shockwaves through the entire sponsorship landscape. In essence, you may have started what is essentially sponsor apocalypse, which is in response to Ethan Klein saying, make all these false claims to ruin their character, just don't mention their sponsor G Fuel that's on their desk in every video. Ethan Klein desperate to deflect the criticism in which he is receiving fiercely online right now. And now you see him still on a rampage 36 minutes ago, posting a clip of Keemstar saying that Keemstar has also sponsor shamed in the past. That's correct. So imagine saying, I'm as good as Keemstar. Essentially, that's what Ethan Klein is saying here. To own Keemstar, he's saying, I did the same thing as Keemstar. And he is getting an absolute deluge of backlash. Even a good friend of mine, Count Dankula, replied to him saying, you know, 2 wrongs don't make a right. He replied to that, 2 wrongs don't make a right. Then Bam replies, Keem doesn't deserve to make money off other people's suffering. Okay, so shut down every mainstream media outlet. I mean, I don't understand. I don't know if did Dank delete that? I think Dank might have deleted that. He did. Oh, come on, Dank. Well, he replied to Ethan saying 2 wrongs don't make a right. And the video itself here is Keemstar talking about, you know, this looks like a long time ago, but nonetheless, he's acting like, you know, Ethan was the first person ever bring up sponsors, which he wasn't. I mean, Keem literally said that. Here, I think you might be losing sponsors after my report on Drama Alert. Oh, here he lists, here's their sponsors. Here, let me go back right here.
But it's happening now. And they are sponsored by Elgato, Loot Crate, Scuff Controllers, and CyberPower PC.
You have ushered in this new era where people that have beefs on each other go after their sponsors. And
yes, Keemstar is a piece of garbage. And as I said this last night, that I am on team frick them both. Because their egos, essentially, let me remind you what this boils down to. Brittle eggshell ego Ethan Klein was upset that brittle eggshell ego Keemstar overstated the amount of money that he made from a DLC on a video game. A millionaire is mad that another millionaire said he made slightly more money than he made on a DLC for Payday 2. That's what this boiled down. To win this argument, Ethan Klein dredged up literally every possible thing he could use to smear Keem, which isn't hard to do. All right. I've softened my position of Ethan Klein using the whole situation, the first 15 minutes of his video, to go after Keem. I didn't like it, but maybe it isn't out of bounds, but it sure is slimy. It sure is skeezy. And these two going back and forth are only going to make sponsors more skittish. Why? Because look at this now. To all my fans, I mean this. Do not go after any of the H3 sponsors. Retweet to show hypocrisy only. This is a video of Ethan Klein
got a
talking
bottle
about
of G Fuel
sponsors.
somewhere in his house that's actually a Horcrux. How is G Fuel still sponsor this guy, by the way? G Fuel brought to you by.
So I mean, he's so essentially. Then if we go to Ethan Klein's subreddit, it worked with G Fuel, so it'll probably work with Spotify. Everyone spam them, and you might be asking, did they? Yup. If I go to the hashtag drop Keemstar, there are thousands of tweets. Hey, Spotify, drop Keemstar. Yeah, I'm going to have to stop buying G Fuel. Drop Keemstar. Drop Keemstar. Never buying your products again. Stop telling Spotify to drop Keemstar. Okay, that's a response. Do not buy G Fuel products until they stop supporting somebody. You know, it's everything. Not buying your products till you drop Keemstar. They go after G Fuel. They go after Spotify. These are Ethan's fans. Now, so Ethan Klein's fans are going crazy spamming G Fuel, spamming Spotify. What is the net effect of this? Well, they're going to think twice before sponsoring anybody else now, right? Thank God Ethan Klein and Keemstar still have all their money to be throwing at each other here, while the rest of us are out here losing more opportunities. You see Cavo's tweeting, Ethan is getting so desperate right now. He tweeted this and then deleted the tweet. Is Keemstar an equity owner of G Fuel? He needs to disclose that because it would mean that he fabricated the entire sponsorship, dropping him so he could use it as a counterpoint. Please let me know. He replies, no, I'm not. Nice try, but you are not getting out of this one. Now, of course, Ethan Klein deletes this tweet later. But ultimately, we're the ones that get hurt by all of this. We're the ones that are now, you know, forced to work harder. We're the ones now that are going to have fewer options. We're going to have fewer sponsorship opportunities because, again, 2 millionaires were upset that one of them said they made slightly less money than they really made. The only good thing that came out of this was that RuneScape streamer who apparently had a huge influx of subscribers. I love the old guy or old gal streamer who are like in their 70s and streaming. I love it. I love it. And, you know, I'm going to leave on a good note. I'm going to subscribe to this dude. Number 31 on trending. H3H3, you've changed my life. Just a message of positivity. Drinking coffee out of red Solo cup. Just a good dude. And I'm going to give a shout out to RS Glory and Gold, RuneScape YouTuber that was kind of the guy that Keem said was one of the most worst people on the planet, but he turned out that it wasn't. So congratulations to him. Hopefully he'll garner a new audience. Hopefully he'll grow his YouTube channel. And, you know, shout out to the Joy-Con crew. I'm sorry that you've had to have all this dredge back up, but, you know, that's what Ethan Klein needed to beat Keemstar in an argument over which millionaire made slightly less money. Hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.